Hello, everyone. Today is Sunday, the 26th of January, 2025, and I just came out of my first therapy session of the year. As you all know, I've started therapy. This is my fifth session. I started in September. So, not gonna be 5 months ago, and I have told myself that I'm gonna have these sessions once every month. The session is usually an hour long. But today I joined the session late. Like I dropped back to sleep. I set my alarm and everything and I got up and then I dropped back into sleep. So I lost 14 minutes of the session. But actually I lost about a good 15, 16 minutes, but that's fine. The session was really good. I always would tell myself, what am I going to talk about for an entire hour? And then we just start talking, it's a back and forth, and it's a safe place for me to just share. And the time goes by so quickly. I'm like, what? Anyways, so I just had my session. And it was really amazing. Just to give you a quick synopsis of it, my therapist had to remind me that I have to put aside I have to detach my worth as Jared, detach my worth from my academic achievements and my work career ambitions and all these things. And I agree. But you see, when you have academic validation has been a big part of your upbringing in your life, your job, these are things people reward you for. You cannot mesh it with your identity. So I'm working on that. But it was a beautiful session. It's currently raining in my neck of the woods. We're getting a lot of rain these days. It's crazy. My yard, when I tell you, I look like a jungle. I am so pissed. The weed man is so unreliable, people. When I say unreliable, so unreliable. The weed man, he's getting, I don't know, something's going on in his life. So today I just called because I was so pissed. He said, oh, man, I feel good. That's how we start, man, I feel good. I said, man, what is it to call and say something? Say something. Then I'm trying to get another weed. It's like nowadays, people don't want to work. People don't want to make money. You believe it's hard to get somebody to weed the yard? Like, that's crazy to me. You're not getting people. I got a friend that she would get somebody. She not waste time with that. The boy is supposed to come today. Oh, it's raining. You see me, you can't weed the yard because it's raining. I might use 2 yards to get with church out in my yard. But I am at the point where I'm not stressing. I told my siblings they ain't stressing, so why are you stressing? I have to stop stressing. So it is what it is. The money's there. He just has to he just has to the guy just gotta show up, and that's that. Um right now, as I'm looking at myself in this camera, I'm like, I look really good. And that's the thing. I always say, I feel like I have body this month. Like in this minute, I could look at myself and be like, I look good. I've lost weight. And then give me a couple hours after tomorrow, and I'm like, oh, you understand what I'm saying? But I'm working on it. Now, today ends 21 days of fasting. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all and tell y'all, I had the most religious fast. I did not. But I stayed away from meat. Have not consumed no chicken, fish, beef, pork. I eat eggs. I had no sausage. I had no dairy. If I had any egg, it's just like I was eating some pastries during the time. So if let's say they coat it with egg, well, that's the only way I would have consumed some of it. But beside that, no. So from tomorrow we're going back to eating meat. Am I happy? Of course I am. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a big bag day, but I have to like, where do I go from here when I start back eating as per norm tomorrow? Where I need to go is to make sure that I maintain, because most days of the fast, I'm not going to lie to y'all, and I'm going to give myself my credit. Most days, I never used to eat until this, with time passes, suggest after 3 p.m. So I'll give myself, out of 21 days, maybe, let me see, one, two, three, maybe 9. I don't even think 10 days. But let me say 9 to 10 days. I probably ate during the day. But most of the fast, for the other 10, 11 days or even more, I maintained. And I'm so damn proud of myself. I'm going back to my fasting though. From tomorrow, I'm going to get back into my, obviously intermittent, but in a different way. So now that I'm going to eat during the day, nighttime by 8 p.m., stomach closed after food, and I want my first food meal to be at lunchtime at work. That's 12 p.m. And I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Because for me right now, I'm not motivated to go to the gym. And then with my gym, whenever I would pass there, they're doing the road. So like where I'd have to park my car and all, I mean, I like how it used to be where to park my car was easy access. I have a skipping rope home and I get home exercise I could do. I ain't doing it. So people hereby, I gotta be more disciplined. I'm not. Right now my brother's home from work, he's teaching at home. So when and I keep making excuses, but when he gets back out and I get the house for myself on the mornings, I must dedicate some time to exercising at home. I must start and stop it. Some spirit is here when it comes to me. Like I have discipline with my academics, my work. I don't play, show up, meet my deadlines, do my job well. But you see, when it comes to my food diet and my career, no, creative ambitions, that's where the stagnation is. And the weird thing is that the devil will really fight purpose and or trajectory in God. Let's just say that. So I have to work on that. I need to start a podcast. Like I want to start a podcast. I had the idea, and I need to this week sit, do my research, and use what I have available. I need to also buy a ring light, and I need to map out the vision for my social media. I need to use social media as a tool to brand and market myself. So I'm good because you see my followers I have on TikTok. Let me tell you something. Let me show you something. TikTok, people are very interested in my TikTok. And like a lot of people watch my TikTok. I like not knowing who's watching my stuff. So it takes the pressure off of me, right? Here it is. I have on TikTok 1,078 followers with 26,000 likes. And my videos would get in 200s. Some of them would get 7, 400, all right? And for me, I know compared to some creators, people would be like, there's a little bit views. But I would always tell people, if, let's say, my last video I post got 299 views, if 299 people come in front of me right now, that'd mean a lot to me. Like, if I could sell 299 books, that would mean a lot. So, I understand I'm building my social media brick by brick, but guess what? Consistency. My last post on TikTok was 4 days ago. I started back with Instagram. I realized I want to revitalize my Instagram. So what I'm going to do this week, I give myself up to this week, February begin. At the beginning of February, I must start that podcast. I must get back into daily posting on TikTok. With Instagram, I want my content to be more curated. So, for example, I'm going to everything I do on Watch, I want to review it and have a review. So, I'm building my platform, and I'm dedicating this week to designing and building my social media presence. That's it. So I'm going to do it. I just have to put myself out there. Man, hear what? I'm somebody who, I don't like criticism. So like negative comments and so on, those things kind of like ting me, but it's a part of the terrain. I don't want to be a teacher, educator all my life. I want to be a creative. So I have to put myself out there, understand that criticism is a part of it. But that's what comes back to like what my therapist says, knowing who I am at my core. So that's about that. As it relates to work, yeah, by busy. I have at my day job, let me tell you how many classes I have. I have that group for that course. I have that group currently doing that course. I have right? So like I have like 5 groups, actually 6 groups that I'm lecturing in the day. And in the night I'm lecturing 4 groups. That's 10 groups, a lot of work. So my work really consumes a lot of my time and energy, but I knew this was what it was going to be, so I'm not fighting it. My glasses, it reached time to change. So I went and I tested my eyes this last week here, and I went to Zulu and I bought a new glasses, and I'm praying that when I get it, that it's everything I could ever want, because with that glasses from Zulu, I pay $100 US, it's 20,000 Ghana. And obviously I'm gonna pay to clear it. I don't estimate the clearing to be over 5,000. Because it's not gonna be a pound. And here this glasses here I bought from Quartz Optical 2 years ago, come to some thousand. So once the Zulu one, when I put it on and everything work good, I'll keep it. Only if it don't fit and it's not the right Ali hoopla, I'll just go back to the place that I test my eyes and get my glasses. But it's going to be a little bit expensive, and that's what I don't want. So I'm just carrying this before God for His favor and His grace that it works. Because you know, it's the if I get the glasses for $100 US. What? So that's what I'm praying for. Your boys are already thinking about my trip. I have a church trip, well, a few months from now that I'm interested in going. I ain't gonna tell you the destination yet. Obviously, I want to really go back to America and so on. But even with America, like Trump was signed into, oh God, sworn into office, and a lot of things are happening. And I have to continue to remind myself that, like I said last week, even with what look like a dark season, God, what the Bible talks about when He give the enemy darkness and the children of God light. And I have to have that perspective. If God called me to it, it don't matter who's president or what's going on. And this is not me disrespecting President Trump in any way, but this is me saying God is going to make a way for me. So that's where I'm at with a lot of things. I'm really good. My spirit is at peace. I'm very calm. And I'm just taking life one step at a time, one day at a time. And I'm pushing myself to become the best version. I want the life, I want to live a life that I'm even more proud of. I want to live a life that I must be able to say, well, this I'm living in my wildest dream and imagination. I can't say that yet, but I have to take it one step at a time because the only thing I'm really promised, about is now. And if God says it's gonna happen in the future, yes. But trusting God is not always easy, and I don't want to pretend like it is. And I'm also considering forming with the podcast. I want to do like a little talk show for my YouTube, the Jared McFoy show. Or like I'm a bit skeptical because like let's say when I do this talk show, I am able to build some kind of thing with it. Like with my name and my brand, I just got to be very careful. So all this week I'm going to decide all that. I'm going to strategize, and I'm just going to do what I have to do, and I'm going to learn this trial and error. But I'm praying that before the year is out, that I get a big break creatively. And, just like I said, be in the driving seat and do what I have to do. So this is the end of another In the Life of Jared vlog. I don't know if I'll continue doing like this or if the content will change. Let's see what can happen in a new week. But I've loved making these content. I find it hard to sit and watch back more videos. I watch the first one, but I'm going to piece by piece watch back them and put this week I'll do that and because this week is my week in perspective, and like some people said, the real 2025 will begin in February. So that's about it. Thank you.